Hello everyone and welcome back to the FRC Historian. Today I'll be making my video on a new request I got, that being of big comebacks. Now this one that I've gotten is from the 2017 Israeli District number 4, where the number 5 alliance was able to pull off an impressive upset of the number 1. It was able to come back from a big deficit. Now without further ado, I'll be starting this. Now I do have a survey in the description where I'd like you to fill it out if you can, where I put out a few ideas that I had and would like to hear your suggestions from it. So without further ado, here's the video. So in 2017, at the Israeli District event number 4, the number 5 alliance was consisted of teams 45-90, 43-38, and 22-31. They were the number 5 alliance, and the number 1 alliance was a little more well known, with Captain Orbit, who in 2016 he became a championship finalist, and then 1937 Elysium. These two teams are incredibly powerful, and going into this event, they had won both their quarterfinals as well as the number 5 alliance. Now what happens here, and why I call this a big comeback, which was brought to my attention by the suggestion, is that in the first match they were able to upset this team by a few points, by beating them by a single rotor. However, in semis 1, match 2, which I am showing video of in this by the way, team 60-90, 1937, and 67-41 put up a score of 491 points. Now of course there were some penalty points in that, but that is or was one of the highest scorers in the world at that time, and definitely one of the highest in Israel. Now after this, any alliance would have a hard time going up against them. The first one was won by only a few points, by 20 points. Now the second was won by 180 points by the number 1 alliance. They were able to get one of the only times in all of Israel up until this point where they were able to get 4 rotors and 40 kPa in a single match, and more than that even. Now the number 5 alliance only get 311 points in there. Now that is a very impressive feat for the number 1 alliance being able to get that, especially since how much defense other alliances have played to try to keep them from doing that. However, in the third match, this alliance of 43-38, 45-90, and 22-31, Green Blitz, the Falcons, and Onyxtronics were able to win the third match 321 to 245 points, trying and succeeding in keeping the Red Alliance, the number 1 seeded alliance, from getting 4 rotors, or even from their third rotor. They were able to get their 40 kPa, but not the rotors. And thus the number 5 alliance was able to upset, not only in the quarterfinals, but they were able to upset the 4 rotor 40 kPa alliance number 1. After this, they'd have to go up against the number 3 alliance in the finals. They'd lose the first match by 24 points, 233 to 257. Then they would win the next two, 254 to 205 and 266 to 205. Yet again, we're here. The Red Alliance, the number 5 alliance, was able to win this district and was able to upset both the quarters and the semis, go in with red bumpers into the final, lose the first match, but win the next 2, becoming the Israel number 4 district 2017 champions. Now of these teams, none of them would go on to win the state championship. However, this is an incredible feat for all of them. And in exception to Onyxtronics Team 2231, none of the other teams were able to win another district, and Onyxtronics won the one before it. This is an incredible feat. You have a number 5 alliance where their second pick was a little bit higher up than the number 1 alliance's second pick, and all 3 robots fought hard, fought well, and were able to not only win the district, going up against a very powerful number 1 alliance. Now thank you for bringing this to my attention. I found this district quite interesting. Thank you all for watching. Please give me some ideas in the comments below or in the Google forum of the ideas I've already posted, because I'd like to hear what you want me to do, because it makes it more interesting when I get to learn new things that you'd like me to cover, and as well you get to see some things you'd like to know. Thank you all for watching. This has been the FRC Historian.